What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 video. In today's video, we have 425,000 World War II era soldiers and donning their World War II attire with their rifles and their bayonets affixed to their barrels. They are also backed by the T-34 Russian tanks, their medium battle tanks. And they are kind of dispersed along this army. There's about 55 or 60 of these guys along here. And defending this little modern metropolis over here, we have our modern army. Backed by some Apache attack helicopters over here. Defending the front row of the city, we have some of our phalanx autocannon turrets defending this little grassy plain area. And then kind of taking up the bulk of the city over here, we have our modern US soldiers with their M4s. With no optics or iron sights to speak of, so we're just kind of shooting from the hip pretty much. Then we have some M1A1 Abrams battle tanks, the main battle tank of the U.S. Army, kind of defending the inner workings of the city right here. So will this army of roughly 23,000 U.S. modern soldiers be able to defend this city from the attacking invading force of over 400,000 Russian World War II soldiers? Without further delay, let's start this battle and see how the action unfolds. And like fireworks streaking across the plains here, these phalanx turrets are literally just shooting an arc of tracer rounds into this crowd. The Apache helicopters, I don't know if they're dropping bombs or if they're that's supposed to signify the empty casings or shells from their rockets or something, which it looks like they're shooting or dropping rockets, so they're doing something, I guess. And all of our soldiers and tanks moving out from their guarding position. They're rushing out to meet the Russians head first into the battle. But this is one heck of a massive Russian force that is attacking this city. Looks like already some of those T-34s have been destroyed. And those turrets absolutely chewing them up. And already we got rivers and lakes of blood forming. Man, like absolute cannon fodder, just getting chewed up. Like there's still a couple of the turrets left. Still a massive chunk of these forces on left and right side. The center of the middle of this army definitely got mowed down for sure. This battle is not quite over yet. Definitely seems to be a massive influx of this army kind of sweeping around to the right here, trying to get a little flank in from the side. Looks like they gave up on pushing in from the middle. This is a pretty smart move. And I think between those turrets and the Apaches, they just carved a straight path right up that middle of that army. This side over here definitely taking a beating for sure. They are meeting some strong resistance still from those turrets and the modern soldiers pushing out onto the field to meet them. Still, the Apaches remain untouched. You know, the Apaches are definitely taking damage. They're bleeding as they normally would, so they're definitely getting hit by something. And it looks like the turrets are finally all wiped out. Now the Russians can definitely start to make a push or advance further into the city now. Still a big chunk left over here on this side. Just the sound of thousands upon thousands of rifles going off at the same time. So I'm not sure if those bombs going off are from the Apaches or if that's still from the Abrams tanks shooting their shells up into the crowd. Oh, they're making a fold into the city now. They're going to be flanking around behind some of these soldiers. There they go. Oh man, this poor soldier got separated. He's all by himself. And there's still some Abrams tanks left over here. Kind of tucked away in the alleyways over here. I'm about to be surprised by the Russians on the backside now. There you go. Now you're turning around and seeing them. Oh, sucks to be this group. They are now in the direct path of the Abrams tanks turrets now. No, they're definitely struggling to take these guys by surprise now. Yep. Oh, we got some even more kind of flanking farther back, but getting absolutely destroyed by the those Abrams. Looks like they bunched up in the corner and just got absolutely splash damaged. There's some, yes, there's some of them left over here. Not many, though. Pretty much all but wiped out here in the field. Just a few stragglers fighting tooth and nail. Still never took down any of the Apaches. I think they were too focused on the ground units. Definitely getting spaced out over here, though. Let's check in on the... Wow, there's a little pile of bodies gathered up there. Now look at that. The soldiers are pushing up. Now they're taking the corner of the street right here. Pushing back the invading Russians by a wide margin. Superiority of the modern AR rifle, proving its mettle right now. Just mowing down these World War II soldiers like nothing. Man, not much of either army left now. Just bodies littering the streets everywhere. There's mass chaos, a tank up on its front end over here. Hundreds of thousands of bodies littering the fields out here. The old Apaches there gave up their search. Looks like the U.S. soldiers defended the plains out here and wiped them all out. It's like all that's left is this little infighting in the city now. It's like whatever's left of the Russians is this little little band of soldiers right here. Oh, they're getting picked apart now. Not sure if that was an Abrams that was shooting at him or where that was coming from. I mean, look like nothing's even over here. I don't know what's shooting at him. I don't think it's one of the Apaches. Is it like an invisible tank, or is there a tank on the? Oh, nope, it is probably the Apache. One wormed his way into the city over here. We're down just a small handful of the Russian soldiers. Like there's less than 10. These... Okay, there's some more over here too. The Apache just ominously looming over top of them, dropping bombs. Oh, yep. Dropping bombs indeed. That's how it goes. One lone soldier over here. Taking pot shots from some U.S. soldiers down the alleyway here. Well, somewhere there's 3 soldiers left standing. Where these last guys are or where they're hiding, I do not know. Well, I think we'll go ahead and call it there, because I don't know where these last 3 soldiers are, but they're somewhere amongst the rubble of this battlefield. But that was a pretty close battle. That was actually very, very close. Considering there were only 700 of the American soldiers left, that's... The Russians fought a very close battle. I think aside from the Apache helicopters, the only small chunk of this army left was these Abram tanks here in this alleyway and these soldiers there. And then what remained of the about 100 or so that rushed out to the field to meet and greet them. Aside from that, a very vast amount of these Russian soldiers got kind of mopped up right from the get-go by those turrets and those Apaches and just combination of everything else, just unloading right into that massive army of 400,000. But I gotta give them credit. They pushed into the city. They made a hard-fought battle. They got a lot farther than I honestly would have expected. Considering they had the... oh. And there they go. Apparently while I was just talking, someone sought him out and found him and killed him. Well, there we go. The official end of the battle. As I was saying, yeah, I honestly wasn't sure what to expect or how far the Russians would make it into the city, so it was cool to see how the battle kind of ended up turning out with them getting, like I said, pretty close to almost eliminating this army. But a hard-fought and well-fought victory by the American side. They did pretty darn well considering they were outnumbered by a vast, vast majority. And as we zoom out from the carnage here, I want to thank you all so much for checking out this video and staying tuned to the end. Stick tuned for more videos, more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 coming in the very near future. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.